Hey, how are you? This is Andrea Frizzi. I'm in the studio of a Modern Eater, right? The studio kitchen. I see kitchen left to me. We are here today. We're going to talk about a few things. Thank you for having me. You can see the video of Il Posto last Friday. By the way, that was completely organic. I didn't stage anything, and it happened. And that's the beauty of Rhino and my restaurant patio and my staff. And we've been very, very lucky how it's going on right now. So
that was a movie.
It was a movie. You're
lying. That was a movie film right there. That was last Friday at Il Posto. Thanks for tuning in. It is a Friday, August 14th, and we're going to have a good time here in Studio Kitchen, Colorado. You heard it. There he is, Chef Andrea Frizzi here with us in the studio. It's good to see you, man.
Hey, I appreciate you saying my last name properly. Thank you so much.
No.
Because a lot of people like this guy, that mess it up.
I told him I was just Frizzi. I know I
you
can,
got it. You
I
got
can
it,
say
you
it right, but I cheat sometimes and do it the American style.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Oh, my goodness. It's been a while since we've caught up.
We did.
I saw that video. First of all, I stalk you on Facebook. You put out so many great things, and you're just a pillar of the community. It warms my heart to see the video of Il Posto last Friday night. And, I mean, what else can you say? Look at the video.
That was beautiful.
Gives you the goosebumps,
man. Honestly.
As we saw that patio lay dormant.
I have people that actually text me and call me. They say they actually cry, a few of them, because you know what they love it? They love the fact that people were smiling and they were having a good time. And they felt normal for a second. Now, we are really strong in our social distancing and the way we practice our business. And, my restaurant was kind of built for it. But that Friday night, I went to the corner and I looked at it, and the light was great. So I just took a video and I just walked, and my server just walked in front of me like a Fellini movie. And then I just went with it, and it was the best video I ever done in my life. And some people call me and say, "Can you do a video for me?" I was like, "No." Because I don't have the time.
Yeah, you stumbled across it. It was a moment in time.
Yeah.
You captured a moment in time that really showed, and probably for you, you needed that moment in time to say to yourself, look, everything is going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Everything is possible.
That's been your thing.
It is my thing because honestly, it's still gonna be complicated for a while, and so I'm doing a mental health things on Monday on Chow live in Facebook.
Yeah.
Try to give my piece of advice of my colleagues and people that work in our industry, because it is a complicated time.
Can I guess what you're going to talk about? Let me guess.
Yeah.
Because here's what I see with you. Even if things are going to be challenging, they can still be okay. And you know why? Positivity. Talking of the power of positivity, that mental mindset, even through challenging times, with that positivity mindset, it's contagious as well.
It's true.
So in a business where you're so susceptible because you're trying to always make other people happy, in that business of all, sometimes you forget to make yourself happy.
Very important thing to understand is, the biggest problem that we have as humans is try to be in control of situation. Now, you have no control usually in situations like this. And so when you waste a lot of time and a lot of mind, a lot of physical, a lot of emotion for controlling stuff, the way you can't control it.
It paralyzes you.
It's true. The only things you can control is do your best as a human, do your best when you work, and do your best in the present. Tomorrow is another day. If you are able to take the tomorrow away and do your best right now, it's gonna give you so much more lag for tomorrow. Now,
you've been leading by example for the longest time, and I think a lot of people. I feed from your energy. When I'm around you, I feed from your energy and your positivity. And so you mentioned CHOW. That's an acronym. What is? Do you know what CHOW stands for?
Actually, no.
Hospitality, chefs, hospitality.
By the way, I love that guy.
Yeah.
And
when you say that guy, you mean John Hinman.
Yeah, I like him a lot, and I love his baking, but I love him because also he's a positive guy, and he's the guy that. So circumstances gonna happen, bad things gonna happen to you, but if you cannot allow bad circumstances to define you. If you allow that, you're gonna be defined by bad circumstances, even if it's hard. There's always a way to find something positive from anything.
And so John Hinman, Hinman's Bakery.
Yeah.
When you talk about John, I mean, there's a guy who dragged himself from the depths.
Yep.
alcoholism, depression. I mean, you name the list. So what do you need to do? You need to figure out coping mechanisms. You need to figure out your support system. You need to figure out what's around you. And with that was the advent of Chow. Because Chow is one of those groups to where it's industry focused. I've been to a Chow meeting. I'd love to go to more. It was in the basement of the CRA. They donated that space. You go there and basically you just be. You be who you are. And you talk through it because you know what? As much as you think your problem's unique, it's not.
It's not.
Someone else is going through it. And so that's what the unique opportunity. And so Zoom calls, I believe, are doing great things for organizations like that. Because to go down on a snowy night on a Tuesday or Monday at 6 p.m. to tune into a Zoom meeting wherever you are, you're going to get better attendance.
Also, if you have kids, you need to go home and make a meal, but then you have to drive to the DTC and then have a meeting and come back. So you can actually go home, have a meeting, don't be stressed out about the dinner, and then actually be proactive and be productive. So I think that personal is always better, but I think Zoom is becoming so important and so effective.
Yeah.
They make us also be more participating. It's not, by the way, there are no more excuses. You can face anybody anytime.
Yeah.
So if you say, I can't get there, you say, well, we're going to Zoom, and you're like, shit.
Yeah. So you're a keynote speaker this Monday night?
Yeah.
Okay. And so how would one get – I know Chow has a great Facebook group.
Yeah.
But there's probably also other ways to be able to get that information?
No. So Chow, we posted on Il Posto today. If you go to Il Posto Facebook page and, Instagram page, and if you go to – the story is post when I'm going to speak into it and how we're going to speak to it. And so what about is about my experience, because even if I'm a very positive person, I have my moment of depression like anybody else, especially in a moment like that. I'm going to probably talk about when I moved Il Posto from 17 to Uptown and I got divorced, and we kind of got a terrible divorce was what happened to me and how it happened to me and how I deal with that. And I think that is a mechanism that I can tell people how I did it and how I deal with it. I believe that denial is not the way you deal with things, but you have to have the courage to absorb the pain and really feel the pain, because when you feel the pain, then it's going to go away. But if you don't absorb it, it's going to stay with you.
This is needed more and more than ever right now. And I'll tell you, so we solved the mystery. Chow, Colorado. It's culinary hospitality outreach and wellness, and that's exactly really what they focus on.
By the way, I apologize. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it says it so well in the name, and we're just looking at their Facebook post. Look at this. We know this guy, and we also know the photographer.
You took the photo. You did.
This one.
Now that's a good-looking picture, right?
So
that photo is, when I die, that's gonna go in my.
That's gonna be the one.
That's the one.
That's gonna be on your tombstone, or
no? That's gonna be like on a paper somewhere.
It's gonna be cataloged.
Yeah.
So as I'm looking at this, I'm gonna take the link and put it in our stream today.
Thank you.
So if folks want to be able to tune in on Monday, don't click the link now. No one's gonna be there. But wait till Monday,
Sure.
and it kicks off at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. You'll want to be there. It's free to the public. And
if I can give you any piece of information, not even advice, information that the things I went through and the way I feel before and after, I think is the best things I can do for you. That's all.
So again, today in studio, is the first time in Studio Kitchen.
I am, actually.
Yeah. Usually, pre-COVID, this place was hustling, bustling, and we'd have chefs and purveyors and ranchers and farmers and brewers and distillers, and we'd mingle and we'd just network and we'd eat and we'd stream.
Yeah, but you keep going. So
we do keep going, and you pivot your business, and really that's what everybody's needing to do right now. You know what though? There's one thing about businesses. It's like, don't help me, but don't hurt me. Look at this lunatic here. Jay, get my screen. I want to show this joker.
Listen.
You got him in all of his regalia looking around.
We got him, and he stole about $1,500 in booze. That's our deductible, so we can even use insurance. But regardless, stealing is a really poor thing to do, because stealing has a lot of layers. Okay.
Say what happened first.
So this gentleman.
You call him a gentleman. You're such a gentleman.
I'm not.
This joker, this jackass.
Well, you know.
This thief.
This fat
This
fuck.
punk. There we go.
Sorry. So this guy
Yeah, he goes
came on a alley behind, just between 10 Barrel and Luster Pearl, and there's a door there, and he was able to force himself in because the door, we just find out after that if you really shake it, it kind of opens. So he did the same, and then he went, and he found out that he could do the same on the side door of Il Posto. Now, he shake it, he opened, and he went there and he stole a bunch of booze. He did 2 trips, 3 a.m., 5 a.m. But the fact also, the important part is this moment is not, he selectively took things that he know they were very allocated, very expensive. He selected. So he knew what he was doing. So the few theory that I have, maybe he's only passionate about it, but I think he was given to people that asked for it. I don't think it's the industry people, might be other drifter. People recognize him and they know who he is. We got we got Denver police coming in and fingerprint everything and things like that. I talked to the corporal. We have a corporal around there. His name is Jeff, and he has the picture. Everybody's looking for him. We're gonna find him.
Yeah, have you seen this guy? We've got an APB out right now. All points bulletin. Here he is. It's the. You go ahead and say it.
Fat fuck.
That's right. We're looking for the fat fuck, and it's an interesting thing because when you get ripped off, when somebody steals from you, yes, it's what they stole, but more just the dirty feeling of somebody getting into your.
Well, I never steal anything in my life, right? Yeah. And so,
not even a pack of gum.
Never.
Really?
No. So the fact is this. Even if you're surviving, okay, I went to encounter where people survive and they do things that we think we will never do, but when you have to survive and you are struggling, you do things that you thought you will never do. Okay, so judging sometimes is very easy, especially when you are well set, you're wealthy, and you're doing well.
Very true statement.
So the fact is, restaurants are clearly in the worst period of any lifetime ever. And so to go to a restaurant where we're trying to support our staff and be open and doing good, to take away $1,500 is a very, very hard thing to do. The outreach from other people was amazing. Everybody, people actually share it, and they have a group right now calling Find a Fat Fuck. It's very interesting what's going on, and I love the fact that people they are really mad about this because this guy did it to me, pretty much. But when you survive, you do things. I don't know. I survived, but I never was in a situation that I live in the street and I was I was starving and things like that, or I have an addiction and I need to supply my addiction. I never had that, so I don't have the tools to judge this guy. But what I judge is moral standpoint, and to do that and come back and steal stuff. You stealing things is terrible, because when you steal something, the dishonesty is huge because you're going behind somebody's back and you take something from him that wasn't yours.
And it could be as simple as that he's just in an alley somewhere drinking good booze right now.
He knew what he was doing, and he select things. So someone else is paying for it.
Gotcha.
Now, we're going to find this guy, and I'm going to see him one day. I'm going to talk to him.
You don't want an angry Italian.
No, I'm going to talk to him.
You're going to talk to him. Yeah.
I'm going to tell him. I'm going to make him feel really bad about himself and probably destroy his self-personality and demolish his moral code. That's it. But at the same time is, you know what? The silver lining is this. When we find out that we find out we're losing shit. So we check the camera. The first things we talk about, it was like, is this somebody that work here? Because I was so afraid that in the camera show up somebody that worked for me. because they will completely crush me. And when I saw there was somebody else, I actually had this amazing moment.
Hang on a second. Guys, put clear Freeman's thing out there. Put that right there. I want to show you something, Chef. We've got some amazing cuts here from a local rancher.
Oh, nice.
It's called Centennial Cuts. Have you ever heard of a Denver cut? Mm-hmm. Let me show you what it is, if you don't mind here real quick.
The Denver cut is what I'm going to do to this guy. Just joking. That was a good joke.
That was a good joke. The Denver cut's what I'm going to do this guy.
That was a really good joke.
All right, so these were just dropped off for this Tuesday night's dinner. It's Summer Dinner Series, and here these are. So throw one of those over to him. Give this, Chef.
I'll catch it.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Oh, wow, what a marbling. This is Wagyu?
No, this is called a Denver cut. What do you know where that is? Because it's a different kind of cut.
Because the marbling is insane.
So we got to get Luke on here to describe that.
The marbling is incredible marbling.
Doesn't that look good?
Yeah, I mean, it does look like a Wagyu marbling. So he told me what it is. Then Denver State, what do you mean?
Well, it's the Denver. So they identified these new cuts on
this is a sirloin. It doesn't look like stripe.
I'm telling you, it's a brand new cut. They figured this out, and we got to get Luke on. We got to get Luke on to talk about and describe. I wonder if I could call him on my cell phone right now. Let me see if I can call Luke. This could be good if I can. I'll tell you what. So the Denver cuts have just arrived, and it's Summer Dinner Series. This is happening at Pizza Republica downtown. Chef George Eater is going to put together a delicious dinner. We have the menu as well. Yeah, you're all set, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Why don't we take a commercial? You try to get a hold of
him. Because I don't want to have him on too long. I just want to clear this thought up, but I appreciate it. Brian Freeman standing by. And show where Brian's at right now, because we'll get Brian on. Brian's outsourcing ingredients with us for the dinner. And, again, it's Tuesday night, summerdinnerseries.com. Hey, Luke, good. I'm glad I caught you. I'm live on the air right now. Thank you. The delivery just arrived with the Denver cut, but we have a chef here. Chef Andrea Frizzi is here with us in studio at Studio Kitchen, and we threw over a couple of these cuts into his hand to check him out. He goes, look at the marbling on this. What is it? Could you describe what this is to the chef, if you would? I believe he can hear you right now.
Okay. Yeah, so our cattle are grain-fed, and we go for that extra marbling, so they're grain-fed for as many days as we can. We also finish them on finishing ration has distiller's grains from Breckenridge Distillery. We utilize that, and so yeah, we're going for that. Definitely going for a lot of days on a high energy diet to get that marbling.
Which kind of cut is this?
Yeah, Chef asks, what kind of cut is this? Where do you find it?
What is it?
Oh, where do you find the cut? Yep. So it's a Denver cut, and it's part of the Chuck.
Okay.
Actually, and they did back in 2012, I think it was.
Wow.
Chekhov funded research, went through the whole carcass and found that muscle. At the same time, they found the flat iron, but for whatever reason, the Denver hasn't ever taken off. I think it's labor cost on fabricating that particular cut.
Okay.
I think it's the biggest reason it hasn't taken off. But smaller butchers and programs like ours, it fits in with what we're doing. So
I have a small request. You usually put a little bit extra in for us. Can I hand off these two cuts to the chef? And chef has Il Posto in Rhino on Larimer, and I would love for him to take it back. It's actually his day off. Maybe you can throw those on the grill tonight, chef. What do you think?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call somebody over.
You got something in mind? Oh, he's calling somebody over for this. That's a special occasion. There might be a date out of this. We might even have a kid out of this one.
Oh, no. Fuck that.
Chef, Luke Larson, Centennial Cuts. We'll see you
nice
Tuesday
to
night. And thank you so much for bringing it in. Chef says nice to meet you.
I'm very excited to taste this.
Nice to meet you.
All right. He'll take pictures and report back.
I will. Thank you.
That's fantastic. That's Luke Larson, Centennial Cuts.
Wow, I'm so excited right now.
That's the little things in life that excite us.
Well, these are not very little things. This is something I never heard before, and so.
How are you going to cook it?
Oh, rare.
Rare? Yeah. Grill though? Pan?
Pan sear.
You're going to sear it? Cast iron?
Pan sear. Olive oil, finished with butter, and then salsa verde.
Oh man, look at that. There they are, Denver cut. Did you get an idea where they're at? Found the flat iron at the same time.
Well, yeah, I got it now. I think it's inside.
Yeah.
So, I love the fact that somebody in 2012 discovered this cut, and so And the fact it's so marble, this must be very flavorful.
It's going to be delicious. Look, we need a little bit of that as well.
I know. I'm a lettuce guy, so.
Freeman, we'll be back to you here in just a minute. Also, I want to cover a couple of topics today. More and more, there are websites now and news outlets, Westward being one of them, Channel 9 being one of them, COVID outbreaks in restaurants and listing what those restaurants are. Is that a death wish to do that, or is that perfectly acceptable? I want to cover that topic.
It's acceptable.
Well. You hang on to that. All right.
Okay, I will.
And then leases. Leases are going to be an interesting thing as we see the attrition right now really starting to take a stranglehold on the business at large. I appreciate you tuning in today. Studio Kitchen, Colorado, along Jay Parker and Chef Andrea Frizzi. I'm Greg Hollenbach. We'll break off. Come right back. Brian Freeman standing by. Where's Brian? Well, where do you think Brian is? He's in a greenhouse looking at vegetables. That's his life. We'll be back. The Modern Eater Show continues.
Hey guys, Chris Johnson here, owner of Rome Sausage, your hyper-local source for all things sausage awesomeness. My family is proud to carry on the fine traditions of Rome's founder, Jerry Rome, by producing a variety of amazing sausage in small batches with an eye on quality, not quantity. Every batch is made here in the great state of Colorado by hand mixing spices, utilizing lean cuts of pork to make an outstanding product. Sourcing ingredients and materials locally, we are committed to supporting local vendors, chefs, restaurants, and the entire Colorado food scene. Getting hungry yet? Brats, Italian, breakfast, hot Polish, green chili, chicken apple, and the world's best chorizo. You can source all of our sausage through a variety of food service distributors. If your distributor doesn't carry it, call us. We'll come direct. You want a custom item? We'll do that too. Samples, and of course, sausage jokes, can be had by contacting me directly at chris@romesausage.com or by phone at 303-296-7663. The Modern Eater loves Rome Sausage, and I know you will too.
Hey, Zach Ryder here, Colorado Mills Sunflower Products out of Lamar, Colorado. Your only local source, grown from a local crop to produce a local oil for local chefs. You can find it at Shamrock Foods, What Chefs Want, Seattle Fish Company. Let me try it one more time, then we'll see. Hey, restaurants, we're glad you're reopening. From Colorado Mills Sunflower Oil, we'll see you soon.
First, we partner with the best farmers in the world, and then we tell them, we will take it all. Process whole spices daily, blend custom spices to order, keep it fresh, safe, and flavorful, all so that you can get back to doing what you do best. So whether you're a restaurant, a food manufacturer, or an at-home cook, be sure to visit The Spice Guy at www.thespiceguyco.com.
Hey guys, with Modern Eater, this is Rich O'Brien with Elevation Food Service Reps. I'm here with one of ourselves, a newly appointed hospitality specialist, Kalina Hilliard, and we're here in our showroom, and we've got our bar set up, we've got a lot of time. Come see us, come see what we've got, and Kalina can help you guys out in the world of hospitality with anything. Take a little journey into the 38th Avenue kitchen just to see what's going on in here, and as I come in here, I'm noticing... Howard, what are you doing? Nothing. Show me, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Look at this beautiful equipment in here. Look at this beautiful... Chefs, restaurateurs, anybody that has anything to do with food service, come on over. We'd love to help you with menu development, love to show you everything about equipment, and maybe we'll even have a few pops.
Okay, welcome back. We continue on this Friday. It's August 14th. It's a beautiful day in the Mile High City as we settle into a mid-August amongst the wildfires here in Colorado as we're really into a drought and very dry land. So please, if you're out and about this weekend, of course, visiting national parks and so on and so forth, do your due diligence and just make sure everybody's safe.
Yes.
Keep it safe out there.
The sun is being really red, so, I mean,
wow.
At night it looked like the movie The Martian. It's like...
I know. You know, sometimes you admire those beautiful sunsets, but then you know, well, it's because we're burning down.
Yeah.
That's the voice of Chef Andrea Frizzi here with us from Il Posto, and we're just catching up. It's been a little while as everybody's just trying to find some kind of normalcy in their life. Brian Freeman is standing by. We've got a couple of great topics we want to share with you. Rebecca Berry will be on at 2:40 from Hotschedules Powered by Fourth, and then we're going to check in hopefully with George Eater. He's got a busy day. We're going to talk about his dinner on Tuesday night. Then we'll finish off the series, SummerDinnerSeries.com. We'll finish off the series with Chef Justin Brunson and Chef Troy Gard. Mile High Spirits, Wyn Ferrell and Chase Campbell will join us in the next hour, and we'll talk about what do they want to talk about, Jay?
So the 10 o'clock, not curfew, but 10 o'clock last call,
Yeah.
cut off, it's starting to affect it's not. That's one of the things they want to talk about. What they're doing to try to deal with it. They normally have like 1,200 people going through there on a day, and now they have 200 people going through there.
Lots of topics are popping off right now, especially the tokens and tickets that a lot of places were finding a loophole on how they could take that 10 p.m. curfew and turn it on its ear, and now it's cut off. You want to stick around for some of these topics?
It's political. You know that.
It is. Hey, do you know where Brian is right now?
In a wheat farm.
That's right. In a cornfield. Hey, Brian, where are you? Can you hear us?
So right now I'm down at 64th and Lowell in a greenhouse that's hydroponic, much different than running around Petraco this morning in muddy fields. And so, Greg, one of the things about that drought, it's more on the western side of the state, because on the east, they're still got plenty of water for their crops, man. And I'll tell you, it was wet out at Petraco today. We cut some lettuce for the show and the dinner on Tuesday, and they gave us some incredible dragon beans. And Fritzi, if you want to try some of those dragon beans, I got those extra.
I would love to.
You can take a little bit of those dragon beans home.
I would love to.
And cook them with your steak tonight. I'll be back there. I'm just right here, as you can see.
Yeah.
Elliott Gardens, and this family greenhouse has been here forever. You're seeing their live basil at places like Whole Foods. You see this living bib lettuce right here every day at places like King Supers. But they've got so much more, I'll tell you. They've got some watercress here. And this one, Andrea, you know what this is right here? Can you check that out?
Yeah, you're breaking up, buddy.
Where are you going wrong?
You're going too fast, homeboy.
Where I'm breaking up a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay,
better, though.
I'll slow it down.
Yeah. You were showing me something. I didn't know what you were showing me.
Yeah.
You might.
Oh, they've got a little Mizuna growing here.
Mizuna? No, Mizuna? All right.
Mizuna.
It's your Zuna.
That's a little secret that they don't tell anybody about. But look at all this basil, you guys. So George Eater at Pizza Republica is going to get 5 pounds of this basil.
That's a Genovese right there.
It must smell so good in there.
That's a Genovese. It's beautiful.
Frizzi.
It's so good, you guys. I mean, can you feel it when you get in there like that?
So let me ask you, Brian.
This is just gorgeous here, I got to tell you.
You're inside of a very productive greenhouse, right? And as we see that, and we've visited many, many different styles, and we talked to soil farmers and hydroponics and aquaponics. But I don't know, Fritzi, you believe in soil? You believe in greenhouses? Where
I do.
Yeah.
In fact, I believe in both of them. But I believe that, like
flavor,
like Altios, the way the Altios does greens are amazing. Their basil is the best basil I ever had, beside the basil I get in Genova.
Okay.
So in Liguria. Now is a lot of good way to do. You can control your environment. You can control the water. It's beautiful things, but also if you can do it on a beautiful,
plot of land.
Yeah,
that's
that's
good
romantic.
Stuff.
Also, everything, as long you respect the process, the environment, respect what has come out to you, respect the time you're doing it.
Yeah.
Technology is helping a lot. It's changing many things. We can feed way more people than used to feed before.
True.
Also, I believe that doing vertical and things like that, we can actually maybe have a better price for lettuce and stuff. So for the people with low income, they usually can only eat fast food because it's very inexpensive. The problem is low-income people, they get overweight and they don't have a lot of nutrients because economics.
Absolutely.
To eat very healthy is It's expensive.
It's not cheap.
It's
That's
not.
for sure.
So,
hey, Brian, can you create in that greenhouse? We'll just say greenhouses in general, not that one, because that looks like a beautiful greenhouse. Can you create an eco environment in there, Brian?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could definitely go down into the soil in a greenhouse like this type. I mean, if you look at, this is a greenhouse that's made out of poly. It's got heaters so they can run year round. The fans, because at this time of the year, I'll tell you, my phone overheated being in here. It's got to be probably about 80% humidity and 95 degrees, 95 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I'll tell you, if I was a plant, I'd be loving it in here because it is just, I mean, right now it's so humid. It just makes your skin feel good.
Maybe you're going to be a plant in the next life, buddy.
I could be. I could be.
You're going to be a corn.
That's right. Or dirt.
Or a cucumber.
Children of the corn.
The Brian of the corn.
I'll tell you, though, I mean, I know, Brian of the corn. It is, it's just, this is, to me, this is real life. This is getting close to our food and what's so important because, I mean, this is like this summer dinner series. One of the greatest things for me is being able to see all the farmers. And I know that when we bring them to these, I spoke with Julie Petracco earlier, and she is just so gracious of how the modern eater is bringing people closer to their food and giving the farmers an actual seat at the table. It's just cool. It's just really cool. And I know you, Fritz, you love this stuff.
You know I love it so much. I just got a mushroom box in my house. I'm growing mushroom.
Are you really?
I am.
That's cool.
For risotto, don't forget. Fucked up. So.
For the restaurant?
No, for me.
For you, that's what I figured.
Because I like to cook mushroom.
Yeah.
And I like to make risotto mushroom home. I think it's one of the most satisfying things you can ever have. If you have the blues and you got a risotto with mushroom, you pretty much help the blues go away.
Hey, Brian, you think you can actually hustle back and get into some of these topics with us? What do you think?
I'm going to be there.
Okay.
I will be back in less than 20 minutes. I'm going to come through the other greenhouse because what you should also tell people about down here, Greg, a little bit is Elliott Gardens actually also has a full line of different plants and herbs. Look at this, some olive trees back there. I don't know if you see those. They've got all kinds of cool stuff here at Elliott Gardens. I'm at 64th and Lowell, and it's just an amazing greenhouse. And with Paulino's going away, this is a place that I'd send people, Elliott Gardens. So, and I'll see you guys shortly.
Well, if you see a big round guy with top-notch booze, round him up.
Fuck him up.
just rope him up, throw him in the
trunk. Call the cop because we have people looking for, we're going to find this guy because there's no way that we're going to let people like this doing what they do, especially to people like us that work so hard and employ people because we do this for a lot of people. No, I don't do this for me. I am the last of the line, so we do it because we do it for a lot of people, and this is not right. And when it's not right, it's not right.
Not right at all. Say hi to the dog for us there, Brian.
Ciao, Cane.
We'll see.
That's a good-looking dog.
That is a good-looking dog. He's like, what are you doing? Oh, it's Friday.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out. Speaking of Friday, it is Friday, and wasn't better. Let's talk. She wants to talk about masks.
You have a question for me before.
I haven't. The topic.
Okay.
I haven't done the topic yet.
Okay.
We're gonna hang on, see if Brian can get here in 20
right.
minutes. Are you good on time?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'm chilling.
This is a treat, man. Okay, Chef Andrea Frizzi is here with us, and all's well in the world on a Friday. Looking forward to a good weekend, and then we'll be back here Monday with Chef Caroline Glover. We're gonna catch up with Caroline and see what she's up to. Tuesday, of course, summer dinner series. We're going to step off sharply at 6:30 p.m. at the well-appointed, spacious downtown Pizza Republica for the 7th installment of this. No, I'm wrong. 5th. 6th? 5th. Right.
This week?
Yeah. 6th.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
6 because
Six.
7.
Right.
Do you know
6,
what you're
7,
doing?
8.
I don't know what I'm doing.
6, 7, 8.
I had a mild stroke.
George, Justin, Troy. 6, 7, 8.
Do you know
We've
what
made
you're
you
doing?
snort twice, though, so that's
I know.
pretty good. You must be having a good afternoon.
I'm having a, you know
it's
what?
the steak. I see it.
I'm having a really good, even what happened to me 2 days ago to my company, it doesn't affect my spirit at all. we're doing quite well, and my staff is really happy, safe, and healthy, and everyone around me is positive, and so these things doesn't affect me a bit. Now I'm just very curious to get this guy and see what's going to happen with it.
Yeah.
It's just that's what it is. But it doesn't affect me. I'm not.
Well, here's the thing: is that your attitude, and it always has been, is let's see what happens, and we'll just live to fight another day tomorrow.
Yep.
If we can fight tomorrow, then we're good.
I mean, here's the thing with this dude. Just 2 cents, real quick, is that if he is a transient, right, nothing's going to happen in the way of like he doesn't have money to pay for it. You can't sue him or anything like that. But if you can, most of the transients or whatever, as long as they're not committing crimes and stealing from people, it's like go do your thing. Somebody like this, though, this is like at least take his feet off or something, so he can't do that, and then you take him out of the equation because you're not going to get anything from him, right? I mean, it's not like you're looking for to be reimbursed or anything. You're just looking to keep it from happening again.
Well, the point is, we have an homeless population that live around us, and we have a relationship with them, and a healthy relationship for the most part. And some of them, we help them, we feed them sometime, and we have a respect relationship. Now, we having sometimes these drifter coming in and making mayhem, like beating other homeless that are around and doing a lot of math, and those people are complicated. And so, for the most part, some people has really bad luck in life, and they find themselves in the street, and they can't get out. It's very complicated. So I have plenty of sympathy and compassion for people that honestly try to make a living. And even if, but when I have somebody that take advantage of the environment and take advantage of the fact that right now there's not many people around, take advantage of the fact that they can come in and rob, and that's not right. So I want that person to go away.
Yeah, or just take their feet off. And then
and something that way. And also, because for the most part, the people around us are not a very complicated situation. But we have this drifter. They come for a week or two.
Let's show us picture one more time here.
Yeah. By the way, some people say to me, so is Weinstein you robbed your restaurant? Look like Ernie Weinstein.
Oh, it does. Wow.
So I know it's better than his luck, but it does look like clean for a second, especially the first picture.
All right, APB, we're looking for this guy. Breaks into Il Posto and takes top shelf stuff. It was very calculated in your estimation.
We
right?
do, but we have, Jeff, we have a corporal around us, Jeff Pinky, and he came yesterday. We talked about it. He has the picture. Jeff is actually improved our security around. We have more cops going around after I talked to him. Police, clearly, they can only do so much. And right now, the cops are not liked by a lot of people, but they are essential to me, and so to everybody. And I'm trying to be as good as I can as a civilian around my neighbor. I really actively work my corner. I talk to everybody.
Oh, you sure do.
If somebody beat, yesterday we have two homeless beat each other with crutches, so I went there and I kind of help. And then, so I called the police.
How about Hercules out there? Can't you summon Hercules to do anything?
No.
Keep an eye on
I wish.
Are you talking about Dorito?
Dorito is no longer with us.
Oh, what?
On the corner. So Dorito approached a woman in a wrong way, and this woman, she parked her bike, took the bike lock, and cracked his head open.
Holy Dorito.
So karma is real.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness!
So are bike locks.
Yeah, mind your P's
yeah, well, he wasn't safe, and she took care of it.
Listen, man, if who knows what happened, right? Assume that's right, and if he said something or did something that he shouldn't do, especially to a woman, it's a little bit easier if you do it to me, right? But especially to a woman, and you got a bike lock in the head, then
Well, the point is this: you as long people keep it safe, our homeless community around us. We'll support them. If anyone go outside that zone, they're gone.
Man, you are Larimer to me. I mean, truly, you keep that place just looking cool.
Well, this is my house.
I know it is. All right, we'll break off. We'll come back real quick. We're going to talk about a couple of topics, but we're going to join by be joined by Miss Rebecca Berry from Hotschedules by Fourth. It's been a little while, and she's got some updates for us. We'll talk to her, and then we've got a couple topics when Brian rushes in, and Chef Andrea Frizzi here with us, joining us on a Friday. That's right. It's going to be a good night in the Mile High City, and if you want to enjoy a patio, can't think of one better, right? Go down there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate your help.
That's right. All right, we'll be back in a flash. The Modern Eater Show continues.
Hi, guys. It's Rebecca Berry with Hotschedules Powered by Fourth. With all of the recent COVID rules and regulations, you may feel like you have way too many cooks in the kitchen. Well, fortunately, Fourth is the leading hospitality provider and partner when it comes to onboarding, HR, payroll, tax, and compliance needs. So that way you can keep all of those cooks in the kitchen and let us manage all of your administrative needs. That way you can focus back on your business and your growth plans. Give me a call for an analysis on how we can put that ROI back into your business and take those administrative burdens off your hands, because nobody likes handling taxes. That's rebecca.berry@fourth.com, rebecca.berry@fourth.com. And hey, you know what's cool, guys? Keeping your mask on so that way we can keep our doors open.
Hey, Modern Eater fans. I'm Don Trobo with the Annex by Ardent Mills, and I just wanted to give you a heads up about some of the great things we've got going on locally in the state. We're headquartered right here, and we're working with farmers in the San Luis Valley to bring you amazing Colorado quinoa. It's just like the South American stuff, but grown locally. We've got transitional wheat flour that's grown by farmers in Colorado and surrounding states who are in the process of turning their fields into organic. So we're taking that transitional wheat and turning it into flour, and now it's available for you to cook and bake with. And last but not least, we're now cleaning grain berries in Denver. So things like spelt or wheat berries or pearl barley, those are things that we're now doing right here locally and are available to you. Can't wait to share it with you.
Hey there, Barbecue All-Star. This is your year, so what if you weren't drafted? The only draft you need to be worried about is actually spelled D-R-A-U-G-H-T, and it's adult for the word beer. It's barbecue season, baby. Now get out there and grill your ass off.
Yeah, there we go. It's their summer dinner series. I'm a farmer. What's up, everybody? This is Kaibab Sauvage, co-founder of Sauvage Spectrum Winery, home of Sparklet, Palisade's newest premier sparkling wine producer, coming to you live from our vineyard. You can see this beautiful vineyard behind us. We're so happy to pair up with the Modern Eaters for the Summer Dinner Series. Check them out online, summerdinnerseries.com, to get your tickets. You can come hang out with us. You can try our latest releases of our Sparklets. It's the perfect aperitif to pair with these amazing creations the chefs are going to bring you. Can't wait to see you guys, hang out with you guys, tell you about our story, get to know you better. Hope to see you there.
Man, that was.
I just had to get hyped up. I just had to get, feeling good.
Okay, welcome back, and I'm just so proud of this community. I mean, really, how we support each other. And I'll give you another example. Jeff Rourke and A+ Beverage Solutions. A new business comes in town. It's called Slater's 50/50. And Slater's 50/50 uses Jeff Rourke and A+ Beverage Solutions for their custom build-out, just like a lot of other folks do. So here's what I'll tell you. If you're looking for a custom build-out, Jeff Rourke's your guy. If you're looking for maintenance, Jeff Rourke's your guy. If you want to add a tap line, water, wine, beer, nitro, Jeff Rourke is your guy. Most trusted man in the business. He'll come by and he'll just take a look. What do you need? He's not going to try and sell you anything extra. He wants to make sure that you're up and running and the beer tastes like the way the brewer intended it to taste.
Not only that, but he's somebody to where it's like if you have something special, not just a traditional 12 taps next to each other. You want to do them upside down and sideways. He's your guy that comes in and takes that personal time to do that for you.
If it's as big as a Monarch casino and you got to run it 10 football fields length, the glycol lines, no problem. Jeff Rourke can do that. If you have a simple little build out or just want to go straight in from the cooler, Jeff Rourke can do that. Here's how you get a hold of him. He's a family man, family owned and operated, been in the business for 20 years. 720-272-3809. I know I went way too fast. You know why? If you're pouring inefficient beer, what are you doing, Jay?
You're pouring your money down the drain.
Please don't pour your money down the drain. Just get a hold of him. I'm going to go slow. Craig Jones from Carboy and Angelo's called him the other day. You know what number he called? 720-272-3809. 720-272-3809. Jeff Rourke, A+ Beverage Solutions. Welcome back to the show. It's a pleasure having him here in studio with us today, and Chef Andrea Frizzi here with us from Il Posto, covering topics and just kind of chopping it up, man. It's been a little while.
It was. Last time you were there, remember that show?
Yeah.
That was fun,
It
right?
was fun. I mean, every time we were together, it was fun.
It is.
But the murals and just everything. Getting through this all together has been an interesting thing.
Listen, I'm going to say something controversial. But
controversial?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, but I'll be honest with you. Somebody asked me like a week ago, if you had a time machine, you would go back. I was like, actually, no. Because this, I think, I can't explain it.
Wow, that's interesting.
It was necessary for a lot of people and for me too. I think it's like...
is that the evening?
I know it's a lot of people that suffer, but also, I mean, let's face it, to find this solution and be strong and be amazing and find way to make it is going to make us so much better after. And also, we were taking for granted a lot of things. So clearly a lot of people suffer. But for my personal experiences, this is the most interesting time of my life, and I'm learning so much about myself and everybody else. I'm learning there's a lot of good people around. There's a lot of people pulling together. I also learning that I was stronger than I thought I was, and I learning that is always a way. I mean, if you want to go to Navy SEAL boot camp for restaurant, that's what it is.
When your nerves are raw, that's when you begin to feel
true.
again.
It's true.
Rebecca Berry, I don't know. Let me ask you the same question. Would you go back? Would you take the past 4 months and trade them in just to, be a regular August in 2020, or did you learn a lot? I don't know.
That's
2 boxes, 2 or 3 boxes.
Sorry, guys, I'm getting some background noise from George.
I got you.
Perfect. So, yes, we'd all like to be in a better place, right, with the economy and everything that's been going on. But, we've learned a lot, and I've seen so many new things that actually have made my company more valuable and more able to support restaurants. And I've seen more the community bonding together. So, it's tough because none of us wanted to be in this position or this predicament, but I think we're going to come out much stronger.
No doubt. Topics are good. So first of all, before we jump into that, folks need to know, because you do such a great job just consulting folks, and then if you have a service that you offer and they need to use it, they can identify that themselves. But Hotschedules Powered by Fourth, do you mind taking just a moment to tell me what you do?
No, I'd love to. So Hotschedules Powered by Fourth is the leading industry provider for everything regarding HR, payroll, compliance. We really mitigate a ton of risk. We help to reduce costs. So essentially, we cover your butts when it comes to things like slips and falls in the kitchen or soft tissue injuries, wrongful termination lawsuits. But we also go through the whole process of bringing on quality employees, paying them accurately, and taking care of your taxes. And that's just a piece of what we do. We actually have the full gamut of scheduling and inventory, you name it. So we're really an end-to-end solution that is specific to restaurants and hospitality.
I see you as that ally to where you're trying to figure out as entrepreneurs and people that just get into business. They're like, okay, I have a passion. I'm good at a lot of things, but there are some things that I'm just not very good at. And that's where it's like, okay, that's where you need an ally. Frizzi, I know you're great at everything.
No.
But, literally in business, what do you do when you try and onboarding? Or is this costing me a ton? Or insurance?
Well, so, listen. Okay? I can only do so much, and I can only think about so much. So I choose to live day by day, in the present. I'm going to take care today. I'm going to do whatever I can today. Tomorrow, I'm going to deal it with tomorrow. But I can only deal today, because if I start to think about the fall and no patio, I will lose probably I'm not going to be so effective. So I have people in my company, they're going to think about that and then show me opportunity and solution. In the meantime, for me as a leader, is to be the best leader I can be. I have focus on my day and work my restaurants and touch my people and feel what they need and provide them the most leadership I can provide. And that's as far as I go. That's it.
Yeah. And literally, so Rebecca, I've had people reach out to me and say, you know what, my company probably wouldn't have grown to the next level of their business if I hadn't partnered with somebody. And when I trust somebody, I'll say, look, give me a go. What you got? And you've been giving people your best shot lately, and it's really nice to see. You got some topics for us today, though, right?
I do. And I do want to mention that we also are partnered with Slater's 50/50, so a very exciting brand. I'm here today at 5280 Burger Bar that actually won, I think it was 5280 Top of the Town Best Burger. So great partners of ours as well, and just love to be able to support them by doing the show. But I had a few people reach out to me recently with something that's going to be an interesting topic, and it's around masks. And the employees are really, it's a predicament because I'm getting a lot of pushback to the owner-operators from their employees and mask regulations. And, you know, I spoke with my HR team, and this is something when we discuss EPLI insurance, which again is that employment practices liability coverage that helps to save your butts. You know, it's a state mandate for us here to wear masks. So, you know, with the government putting that in place, or the governor, I'm sorry, that's something that you have to do. There's no, you know, option not to. But how businesses can with that is really to go out and ask their employees if they say they claim they have an asthma issue or something of that nature. They need to provide a doctor's note, and then they have to decide if it's worth parting ways. It is required in any public space to wear a mask. So it's kind of like if I am hired at my job and I'm told I need to travel, if suddenly I can't travel, it doesn't align with my job description. And that's where you really need to make sure you're covered with the right insurances, that you're talking to an attorney or a partner like us, where we do have certified HR business partners. And it's going to save you from a lawsuit, and it's going to actually protect your business as a whole, because if they come in and see your employees are not wearing masks or there's complaints, we've seen a couple venues shut down already. So you definitely want to partner with someone like us or ensure you have that coverage appropriately.
Being covered, man, covering your ass. There's some things, especially in business, where you're clipping right along. And then some, I mean, I don't know. Have you ever had an employee just set you up? They come into work there's all types of people.
Of course.
I mean,
you know,
how do you?
No, for the most part. So during this time, very emotional time, I find out that the only problem that I find with, no problem, sometime in the beginning when we reopened, some of my employees, they were scared, really scared. And now they feel very comfortable because we are safe. Now, by the way, in Rhino, if somebody doesn't wear a mask and I walk around, I will tell you to wear your mask. We have that. We do that. Because wear your mask. What is the problem? You want to be, you know, a revolutionary? Just wear your mask so everybody's going to be okay. Even if you believe that these things is not crazy like the people say or whatever, just wear your mask. Because you respect your fellow human, wear your mask. Just wear it.
I was
it's
mentioning
not complicated.
This last Tuesday night at Pizza Republica when we were complimenting on the great staff that George Eater has. Actually, George is standing by. We'll get to George here momentarily. But what other business do you see where you're serving somebody and they don't have to have a mask? What other business do you know of right now that a server walks up to somebody and they're expected to interact with maskless people?
Yeah, nowhere.
We don't allow them in a restaurant. By the way, we have a box of masks at the entrance to the restaurant. If you don't have it, we're going to give you one.
But people sitting down to dine, their masks are off.
Yeah, but when you're sitting down, it's okay.
Well, it's okay, but still for the server, I mean, that's a huge risk to them because...
Well, for the most part, the distance between us and the customer, even when they sit down, it is 6 feet.
Well, theoretically.
It is, but...
I still commend them.
But a lot of people also, they like to put a mask on when the server come by, and then when the server
They
leave,
do? Oh,
yeah. We have a lot of customers, they put the mask when the server come by, and they put it off when the server leave.
Interesting.
Hey, let me ask you.
And you know they're doing that for the server.
They do that for the server. And we actually, when they do that, we actually approach them and say, thank you so much for that. Respect.
When you go through the drive-thru, I get drive-thru coffee. I always do that same thing. This is when I come up to, when they open the window.
So respectful.
I put on my mask. But I think that people, but it's just thinking about stuff like that.
But, you know, it's respectful. You need, almost every other day, I put up an Instagram post, I say, you wear your mask. Just wear your mask, please. For the love of God.
Yeah. Rebecca, what do you want to add to that?
Yes. Well, I agree. And actually, I do the same thing in a drive up because we are so close and I'm sitting in my car where my germs or whatever have been. And, I think it's about educating the general public too. I'm always very thoughtful, and I try to educate my friends and family that I go out with on knowing my drink or my appetizer ahead of time so that server doesn't have to come back for so many touches, being prepared to order and kind of just taking that lean back. But I think it's about respect. We all want to be employed. We want our economy to thrive, and we have to just do these small things. And it's not that hard. I feel like a better person if I'm at a drive-thru and somebody's handing me something and we're so close, just to, for 2 seconds, take that precaution.
Yeah, you've been doing it since Jump Street, and you get out there a lot and to support everybody. What else do you have for us, Rebecca?
So really, Greg, the other thing is just kind of what we're all talking about. We're in a soft job market right now, so people are going to start doing things that we didn't expect them to do. You're going to see employees that are desperate. So, it's just about really keep your handbooks updated. Make sure you have those acknowledgments in place. Have people, if you have an attorney or another business similar to ours or us, review that for you. I think right now it's really about covering your butts. And play restaurant bingo from the Colorado Restaurant Association. I have one. Andy's won. I've got 3 more spots before I'm up to win that big vacation.
You guys
are
so
you can
cute.
Support local. It's so fun. And, it's such a great really seriously, it's just such a great organization. We're really excited. We're working with them on not just a membership now, but we will be sponsoring. So you're going to see a lot more of our branding with the CRA, which I'm just thrilled about. Their team does such a knockout job. So make sure you're supporting them. There's Cherry Creek's doing that. I forget what it's like. Dine-in. You'll probably know, Greg, the one we were talking about earlier this week, but where you spend 25 and you get 25.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot of good things going on to support your local restaurants and keep the doors open.
Oh, man. You're one of the best. Rebecca, give our best to Andy. We love some Andy.
I will.
That's for sure. And keep doing what you're doing. Support local, right?
Thanks.
I appreciate you so much.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you bet.
Bye.
That's
Rebecca.
Rebecca Berry. And she's just out there constantly.
She beats the streets more than anyone. She is jiving and shucking all the time. I love it.
Chef George Eater is standing by. I formatted it. He made a menu that's we're going to go over it. It's an amazing menu. We'll break away right now for a minute. Chef Andrea Frizzi here with us. Now, Chef, both you guys know each other
What's up, George?
For a long time. Huh?
Hi.
There he is.
How you doing, George? I used to go to his hotel.
Okay.
And that was fun.
It was Jet, right?
Well, yeah, Jet downstairs. It was fun. He had a really nice environment.
All right, we're going to catch up with George. We'll come back Tuesday night. He's taking center stage at his home turf, right? It's like having the Super Bowl at your own stadium.
Yes, it is.
Because right now, I'll tell you what, Summer Dinner Series has been the Super Bowl of the summer.
But I'm excited because he's doing the first Italian dinner, like the real. He's got some eggplant going down. That's
why I can't wait because Frizzi's here with us, and we're going to talk about the menu. And some of these recipes are George's mom's recipes, and can't wait to have it.
Can we get this guy maybe to come? Can we
I'm
get?
gonna ask him.
Hey, do not ambush me.
Okay.
No,
I want you to be a critic.
Yeah,
do not ambush me.
Don't ambush me.
All right,
you asked me before.
I love you, baby. I'll take you out for a special date.
We'll be back.
Oh, God.
We'll be back in a flash. Chef George Eater
That
coming
sounds
up
so
next
inappropriate.
from Pizza Republica, right here on the Modern Eater Show.
Hi, I'm Charlie Goddenkenny, brewmaster at Brews Beers. Our all-new Abbey 4-pack contains the main products of Abbey and Trappist breweries in Belgium. So with the 4-pack, you'll get a single, a double, a triple, and a quadruple, one of each. Most monastery breweries will make 2 to 4 of these. Some of them make all 4. And American craft breweries, like Brews, that specialize in Belgian beers, will make multiple versions of the Big 4 throughout the year. So where can you get an Abbey 4-pack? Well, you can get it at either Brews location, 67th and Pecos in Midtown, or in the East Colfax neighborhood at Colfax and York. You can also find them at fine liquor stores throughout the Denver area. So get yours today and take home some Belgian-style badassery.
Hey guys, it's Brian Rizzuto with Encore Energy, the guy who saves your businesses money on natural gas. I know these are crazy, crazy times right now. So while your business is working on increasing your sales, let me work on saving you guys money on your natural gas. I make it as easy as possible. Just provide 12 months worth of natural gas bills to me. I'll do the rest. I know you're really busy, so let me get to work for you. You can reach me at 720-245-5771. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and let me try to save you some money in these crazy times. Bye.
We started Meridium Spirits because we love the way that spirits and cocktails can bring people together to socialize, to bond, to have conversations. Well, right now we've got some big conversations to have. Coop Vodka and Coop Gin are available at liquor stores across the metro area, but if you can't find us or would like to have us behind your bar or at your restaurant, send us an email, info@meridiumspirits.com. We know things are a little different these days, but think of us the next time you're planning a virtual happy hour or a socially distant picnic. And keep an eye on our social media, Coop by Meridium, for all the latest and greatest.
Hey, Dave Thibodeau here. Hey, friends of the Modern Eater. This is Dave Thibodeau from Ska Brewing and Peach Street Distillers. I wanted to let you know that our new brew distillery is up and running again in Boulder. And we've got a great selection of Ska beers, nearly 30 on tap. We've also got all of our Peach Street spirits available, a great mixology program that we brought down from the Western Slope and Palisade. We're open limited hours, Wednesday through Friday from 3 to 10. And then we open up earlier at 10 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday and get some brunch action rolling. We have 2 great patios. Socially distant seating is available. And you can always check for more information at scastreet.com, and hope we become your new favorite neighborhood spot. And I'd like to meet you there in the not too distant future for a beer or a drink soon. So take care, be healthy, and stay strong. And I'll talk to you later.
Hi guys, it's Cody Ann from Aspen Baking Company. We specialize in fresh, preservative-free, amazing bread. But with all the food news, go right here to the Modern Eater.
All right, back to the show in just a second. But before we do that, I want to talk to you about bread. You just saw Cody Ann from Aspen Baking Company talk about fresh and local and all. And yes, since 1994, they have been baking the most fresh and delicious bread in the city in Colorado. Now, listen, a lot of people, like Chef George, who's doing Summer Dinner Series coming up, they can bake their own bread. They have the facility and the means to do it. Some people don't, like me.
Yeah.
So that's why I get mine from aspenbaking.com.
You could get it from George.
I guess, but that's a little bit weirder to say, hey, I'm coming down to get some bread from you.
You eat at his restaurant.
I just ate at his restaurant yesterday.
They all run in together.
The Greenwood Village one.
DTC.
Russell was our server, and Russell was awesome. So big ups to Russell. Back to aspenbaking.com. If you want to order direct, you can do that. If you want to order Amazon Fresh, you can do that. You go to aspenbaking.com. You can get baguettes, batards, lobster rolls, bear claws, anything. Get one of those. Here it is, and then we'll get back to the show. Get one of those sourdough bowls. Cut the top off. You hollow the inside out. You lather all up in butter. You put it on the thing, and you grill it all up. You pour some clam chowder inside of the bread bowl, then you eat the whole thing. If you stop before it's done, you're doing it wrong. AspenBaking.com.
I love it.
Wow, you're so excited.
Yeah, he was.
Isn't he passionate about that?
I'm trying to get
You're
this.
very passionate.
It's bread.
The reality, though, we should give Russell a shout-out at the DTC Pizza Republic. Please call into the show. Tell us about the experience. There is this phantom date that's going on with Jay.
Who's that?
Russell, if you're out there.
Chef Andrea Frizzi here with us in studio at Studio Kitchen, Colorado. You got a couple of great steaks for George's dinner.
I do.
All right, so George.
Excited.
All right, you're 2 steaks short, George. There in Andrea's hand. The Denver cuts. Chef George
You love that.
What's going on, my friend?
Not a lot, man. I had Luke make some great steaks.
Oh, dude. Describe them.
Oh, they're beautiful. They look like, actually, they're so marble I thought was Wagyu, but it's not.
No.
So someone sent me a link because he heard I talk about it and told me what it is. And it's a link about Denver steak. And I was like, I got these people that like to, I call it stalkers. And
Call it how it is.
So cut from the center of the underblade. These steaks are extremely tender. So it is a work to do this because look like you have to really go inside and it's a lot of labor extensive. But I'm excited because I never had this before. So I want to know. And usually I cook it completely simple. Salt, pepper, pan seared, Done.
All right.
I'll let you know how I feel.
Okay.
I'm
cool.
a steak guy.
All right, so you're doing yours. George, how are you doing your steaks, man? They're taking center stage in your dinner, and this one's called Pizza Repubblica, authentic Italian Colorado heart.
Yeah, we're doing the steaks just like Andrea said. I mean, Italians take a really simple approach to cooking. Salt, pepper, little olive oil, throw them on the grill, and then we're putting them over my mom's caponata recipe.
Oh, wow.
With
That sounds great.
With a little fava puree and some microgreens, and it's going to be delicious.
Great.
Yeah. Hey, Andrea, can you see this at all? Can you read that? How are your eyes? You can?
I do very well.
Okay, cool. Do the
First
go
of
down.
all, why?
I can.
Why,
I don't have
why
great
you already
eyes.
told me that I can't see?
Because, hey, man.
Because you're projecting, don't you?
well,
Yes, he is projecting.
I am
He does good at that.
You're projecting. Oh, my God, you're projecting.
Look at that. Me and you, George. Me and you. Let's go over this menu together, guys. Course one. What do you see?
Course one, we're doing, very traditional start to an Italian meal, some antipasta. We're getting some great, Andrea, if you haven't tried the Coppa from Elevation, it's spectacular.
It's very
They did a
good.
really good job. And then their calabrese, a little spicy salumi, a couple of local cheeses, some olives and almonds, and we're going to make fresh schiacciata.
You know, you actually spell schiacciata correctly, and I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
You did. I usually let me read this crop. It actually is great. So, congratulations, buddy. I love the schiacciata. Perfect. All right.
Yeah, we're doing a sandwich on Wednesday and Friday. So, Antica Vignaia in Florence.
Okay.
That schiacciata sandwich they make in Florence, we do here at the restaurant on
That's
Wednesday
right.
and Friday. I saw your sandwiches down there. They look
The
spectacular.
focacciette, yeah, they're doing well.
Oh, that looks so good.
They're doing well. So, I mean, I am very lucky.
I'm gonna come back and get one of those pies, that damn key lime pie.
Dude.
Every time I see it, I just gotta come. I gotta get one.
You know, it does the crust with pistachio in it, and it's insane. It's really good. I'm a key lime pie fanatic, and so I know pecan pie, and that key lime pie is the bomb. Not just because they
I'm
make
gonna
it.
come see you this week to get
Yeah,
one.
come over.
Second course, the Colorado Caprese.
This is our little twist on a caprese. I started doing this a few years ago when it's hot outside, and sometimes you grill up some watermelon and chill it down, a little olive oil and salt and pepper. Watermelon is a great tomato replacement, and it's so refreshing. We just put a little bit of basil, mint, olive oil, salt, and fresh buffalo mozzarella. It's such a refreshing salad. It's a little twist on a caprese that I just think is super refreshing when it's hot out.
Yeah, I like
and
it.
that patio is hot.
It's a good one to start out with. Third course, Colorado Ultimate Hazeldell Mushroom Pizza. We're going crazy with mushrooms this week.
We're going super crazy with mushrooms. We've been playing around with this one for a while, and then we got hooked up with Hazeldell. So we're doing 5 mushrooms on this pizza. So we do a mushroom duxelle base with a little olive oil and garlic, and then fresh mozzarella, and then we roast off in the wood oven portobello, shiitakes, oysters, get all those great flavors melded together, put that on the pizza, and when the pizza comes out of the oven, we put some fresh herbs and then dried porcini dust on the top when it's all hot, and the aroma that comes from that pizza is insane. And there's so many mushrooms, it feels like you're eating a sausage pizza, but it's just all mushrooms.
That's great.
Well, the dinner's done at that point, right? You go home full and happy, and it's delicious. And
still have
Oh,
a steak.
that's
yeah,
it.
exactly. I got room for a
there's-
steak in
Steak,
there, man.
You can't leave me out of steak.
That's right. Oh, man. You think it'd be ambushing you by asking you to come to this dinner?
Yeah, you
Tuesday night?
Yeah, because he said I'll let you know later.
Centennial Cut Steak
Hey,
Caponata.
I got game.
Yeah.
Listen, Frizzi,
sorry.
if he doesn't,
No, I love it. I love it.
if Frizzi's busy or something like that, I don't think he'd have a problem being like, no. Can you come? Can you come? It's like, no.
I will
can't.
tell you
Next-
exactly what I think
Yeah,
and what
exactly.
I do.
Yeah, exactly. Next
if I
question.
can, I'll come.
Look at this main course, you guys. It's Mom's Sicilian Caponata, Centennial Cut Steak Caponata. You described this.
It's my mom grew up in Messina, Sicily, so I'm sure Andrea, you know where that is, and caponata is like a staple in the Sicilian
Do you use
household.
Do you use golden raisin in your caponata?
Yes, absolutely.
Ah, so you do it right. You see? I ambush him, and
Yeah,
you got it. And you got it.
They get all puffy.
Yeah. I didn't know your mama from Messina. That's awesome.
Yeah, my mom was from Messina, and caponata you can do with a lot with seafood. Put fresh fish on, but my mom can do it with steak as well. So, it all throughout southern Italy and Sicily, fava is kind of everywhere. And in Lebanese meals, you get hummus. In Italy, they serve fava almost the same way, just pureed on a plate with some olive oil, and it just adds such a cool depth of flavor to certain dishes. So I love it with the caponata, and it kind of holds that relish in place a little bit, and you get that cut from Centennial Cuts is just spectacular. And I was just as impressed the way you are, Andrea. The marbling on these steaks is out of this world.
I mean, look at these things.
Like, it was just so flavorful.
He's picked them up so many times, they're probably thawed by now.
Kind of. Dude,
he's tenderizing it easy.
I am. I'm going to put on my butt. But it is. I mean, I look at it, I'm like, what is
George,
this?
you're going to be so happy with these steaks, man. You're going to be so happy.
Anyone is going to come to your dinner, they're going to get this caponata and this steak, they're going to go crazy.
Yeah. Well, there are a couple of vegetarians going, and we'll talk about that. But you're going to do a substitution for them with eggplant.
We're going to do some marinated and grilled eggplant for Dave Thibodeau. And then we're going to take some vegan cheeses and do some cheese crisps So he'll get veggies on the first course with some vegan cheese crisps.
That's great.
And then we're going to figure out something cool to do with the caprese. Maybe I'll delete the cheese and do like some cool cucumber or something. Like cucumber watermelon goes together so good.
Wow, he was just expected like one course. Like, thank you for just exchanging the steak and putting the eggplant. But you're going to go lay out the red carpet for Dave, huh?
Clean across the board.
I do got to say, no disrespect to any vegans, but vegan cheese, that just seems wrong. It doesn't. Cheese is supposed to come.
Well, let's see.
It's terrible.
Like that.
It's terrible. But
like that.
Listen, but you know what? We can't even go there because we are in a cancel situation. We're going to get canceled, so don't talk about it. You're going to get canceled. So stay off that. Thanks. Vegan are dangerous people.
I know.
George, the obvious thing for you're going to do a creme brulee or something like that, right, for dessert?
No, I found the best cookie in the entire world. So a good friend of mine, Rebecca, owns Sugar Sisters Bakery down in Castle Rock, and she has a guest that's like a fitness workout lady, and her name's Shy, and her and Shy came up with this cookie, and it's chocolate chips, salted caramel chips, and potato chips. And it sounds weird to put those three chips in one cookie, but it is ridiculously good, and it's called Don't Be Shy. And she did this super cool thing. She's been struggling down there like we all have, and it's been a rough road. And a couple little girls started Sugar Sisters Bakery, and they had, Rebecca was like, oh, somebody's trying to steal my name, and found out it was just a 7 and 9-year-old girl, and invited him into the bakery. And their dream is to own their own little bakery and make cool treats. And they're starting to sell all over the country now, because Rebecca gave her the last of her COVID fund, which was $1,015.
I saw that news piece.
Wow.
And just to be clear, it's not a 79-year-old girl. It's a 7 and a 9-year-old girl.
Wow.
I saw that, and I was like, I know you're hurting, so that was hard to give away that money. So I called her up, and I'm like, I want to buy $1,015 for cookie. So we turned the cookie into an ice cream sandwich. So we put gelato in, and then make a caramel sauce and a chocolate sauce to put over the top of it, and a little bit of whipped cream. And we've been selling them like crazy. I go down and see her every Monday and pick up 100 cookies.
That's great.
That is great.
I love that story.
Now, like a true Italian, you're hooked on Italian wines, right? So you're kind of going outside of your comfort zone for this dinner a little bit. But
some carboy wines, but we're doing Italian drinks. We're doing an Aperol spritz to start, which, Andrea, if you're going to have a patio, you got to have an Aperol spritz.
Come on.
Yes, he does.
He's the new Mojitos, by the way.
Yeah. I've seen his Campari shirt.
Right?
And then we're going to do a little a grappa regna. So I do a caparina, but with grappa.
Oh, I love that.
With a little sugar and lime. It's delicious. So we're going to use Peach Street Distillers grappa. And then we're going to do a black Manhattan with a little Peach Street Distillers Amaro, their bourbon, little Antica Formula vermouth, the great Luxardo cherries. And then we're going to finish with the Amaro with the cookie. Because, you have to have a little digestif after you eat that many courses.
You do.
George, I'm terrified of the Black Manhattan because I remember going to your restaurant and, basically you said, hey, that's enough, Greg. You've had enough.
He said that to you?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty for you.
Right.
They're so delicious.
That's a lot.
How many?
You got cut off? That's great.
I stopped you at 19.
19.
I wish. No, I knew that was it. Well, basically, when it's like, hey, man, can I get another one of those? And 20 minutes goes by and nobody does anything, that means, here's a glass of water.
Yeah,
that's the classic. That's the classic. I forget that this guy's asking for more alcohol.
That's right.
Yeah.
But they're delicious, and I'll tell you what. So you're making a delicious opening refresher with Sauvage Spectrum, and that's going to be delicious. Ska Brewing Company, Dave Thibodeau, the owner of Ska Brewing Company from Durango, he's coming up. He's bringing delicious beer. He's going to bring his Oktoberfest and his Mexican lager. Peach Street Distillery out of Palisade, Colorado, they're coming in. And George says, I'm going to do the drinks. I'll take their spirits off their hands, but I'm putting the drinks together. This whole menu looks absolutely fantastic. It's going to be a sold-out crowd just like the rest of them. It's Tuesday night. We'll step off sharply at 6:30 p.m. Do us a favor. If you come, don't come before 6:30, okay? We can't wander around. Here's the deal. If you come before 6:30, we're going to ask you to walk the mall for a little while.
And it's not because we don't love you. It's because right now Denver's under a little bit of a lockdown, as you know.
Yep.
And so there's not a place at the bar to get drinks. We can't give you the hospitality that we want to give you and that we want to show you.
And if we want to set the example to be the best of the best, right now there are stories of city officials, decoys, hitting up restaurants and clipping people for slight infractions of just like, you're like, what in the world? And they'll grab you for it. So this dinner, it's in a well-appointed, very spacious downtown Pizza Republica. It is on the mall. When the sun sets and the blue bears in the background and the chef's there, are you going to do most of your meal outdoors, George?
The whole meal we're going to do outdoors except for the pizza course and the dessert in the kitchen because that gelato will melt quick.
So it all gets plated out there. I don't have it queued up. I wish I did.
I'm going to bring a hacky sack. If people do not adhere to us asking, I'm going to bring a hacky sack. We can get a couple hacky sack games going on.
Oh, okay. You're going to go that way. I thought you were just going to throw it at somebody.
No. We'll just, we'll just get them. We'll get them face masked up and playing hacky sack out in front of the restaurant until they're ready to come in.
I was super excited to find out Peach Street had grappa and Amaro. I've been searching for local grappa and Amaro for a long time, so I'm just ordered some from Breakthrough.
George, did you watch yesterday? Did you hear how many spirits they are making over Peach Street right now? Greg, Jay, you remember that number?
No.
It was over 90. Over 90.
Look at this.
Different.
Guys, look at this. Look at this, man. Look at that. Outdoor dining. This is just us. This is kind of the broadcast table. Let me see if I can forward it to some of our happy diners. There's a Yoder grill out front. All these plates. Brother Luck saying hello to a nice table.
That's awesome.
Look at this. Look at this, man.
That's right.
Look at Jay do the jig in the back there. That was good.
This is kind of like when you go, okay, you know what? We're having fun. Things are going to be okay. It's kind of like your moment, Fritzy, when you walk around the patio for a second and you go, what? What's going to happen? It's not easy. Downtown is a tough spot right now. And the Downtown Pizza Republica with the convention center shut down, the Modern Eater, what we've been trying to do is highlight the best of the best, not only bring the best chefs, but take them over to Pizza Republica. Your staff is off the hook, George. I don't know how you do it or how you're training them or whatever, but they almost seem like they're aliens or robots or something. They're just on point, doing what they need to do.
Yeah, I mean they're excited about it, and they love you guys, and thanks for taking such good care of them. And we try and get better at what we do every single day. That's the key to it. And the more we can take care of our staff and our family, the better we can take care of our guests.
Hey, George, I wasn't joking about that Russell dude. Do you know who I'm talking about? Russell down at the Greenwood Village one?
Awesome.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
Great story on Russell?
Yeah.
He used to be on the Golden Girls. He was a little kid on the Golden Girls.
Man, somebody was telling me that story. That was the dude?
That's the guy.
Oh, man.
Little kid on the Golden.
That would have been far out. I wonder if he's got it queued up on his phone to be like, yep, here you go,
Man,
he was good. Hey, and just
open heart surgery last year and has like a quadruple bypass, and he's still kicking along. Mom lives up in Wyoming.
I had the margarita pizza, obviously, because I can't get off of that. But I had the arugula pear salad also, and delicious, absolutely delicious. I don't know where you're getting your pears from, but they were delicious.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, see you later.
Join us for dinner, summerdinnerseries.com. That's where you can grab your tickets to come see us. I mean, you can see what you're in store for. So if you want some of the best, it's next Tuesday night. Come join us for dinner. Chef George Eater, he's going to do what he does best.
And, George, your friend David Lawrence has popped in on the Facebook feed and says, hello, George.
Hey, David.
Hey, David. He's probably right there. George, we'll see you soon. Have a wonderful weekend. We've got you all squared away. We're going to drop down all these ingredients. Where do you want them? You want them in DTC?
In DTC, please. Yeah, we're going to be prepping all weekend, and we're starting tomorrow and Sunday and Monday to get it all ready for Tuesday.
That's George Eater. Thank you so much. We'll see you Tuesday night, and it's going to be a delicious dinner. Thanks, George.
Good to see you, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Andrea, have a good one. We'll see you soon.
Ciao, bello.
Yeah, you bet. I believe standing by is Mile High Spirits, right?
Mm-hmm. Look at here.
All right, Wyn and Ferrell and Chase and Campbell. Quit looking at your phone, Andrea, like you got to go somewhere. You're making me nervous.
No, okay? I have messaged from the restaurant.
There's a topic that we want to cover.
Yeah, we'll do so.
COVID outbreaks in restaurants, and a lot of news organizations that are posting these.
The names,
yeah. Posting the names. Is that a death wish?
No.
We want to talk about it.
It's going to show how the owner handles it, for sure.
Also, leases. It's an interesting time right now, and as we're starting to see the attrition take place with a lot of iconic venues. I mean, Andrea, why wouldn't you want to go get Rialto? That spot.
No.
Downtown on the mall. No? Yeah.
It's too big.
It's too big. But you might get it for a steal.
No.
A screen.
But, Greg, look at Reno.
But then I have to run it.
Yeah.
12 Madison.
In a place that I don't want to be.
Yeah.
12 Madison is too small.
Too small. Too big, too small.
Well,
would you look for growth right now?
No.
Your eyes aren't peeled.
No.
Great deals out there.
No,
not at all.
You know why?
You want to keep
be
doing what you do well.
With my staff.
I
have partners. I have they be very good to me. I have great staff, and I have a good business. I got to stay on it.
Look at this. Wyn and Chase.
How are you guys?
They're saying hello.
Hey,
all right,
guys.
Jay, take a quick break.
Shoot, yeah.
Okay, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Chef Andrea Frizzi here with us. We will continue on the Modern Eater Show.
Hey guys, Chris Johnson here, owner of Rome Sausage, your hyper-local source for all things sausage awesomeness. My family is proud to carry on the fine traditions of Rome's founder, Jerry Rome, by producing a variety of amazing sausage in small batches with an eye on quality, not quantity. Every batch is made here in the great state of Colorado by hand mixing spices, utilizing lean cuts of pork to make an outstanding product. Sourcing ingredients and materials locally, we are committed to supporting local vendors, chefs, restaurants, and the entire Colorado food scene. Getting hungry yet? Brats, Italian, breakfast, hot Polish, green chili, chicken apple, and the world's best chorizo. You can source all of our sausage through a variety of food service distributors. If your distributor doesn't carry it, call us. We'll come direct. You want a custom item? We'll do that too. Samples, and of course, sausage jokes, can be had by contacting me directly at chris@romesausage.com or by phone at 303-296-7663. The Modern Eater loves Rome sausage, and I know you will too.
Hey, Zach Ryder here, Colorado Mills Sunflower Products out of Lamar, Colorado. Your only local source, grown from a local crop to produce a local oil for local chefs. You can find it at Shamrock Foods, What Chefs Want, Seattle Fish Company. Let me try it one more time, then we'll see. Hey, restaurants, we're glad you're reopening. From Colorado Mills Sunflower Oil, we'll see you soon.
First, we partner with the best farmers in the world, and then we tell them, we will take it all. Process whole spices daily, blend custom spices to order, keep it fresh, safe, and flavorful, all so that you can get back to doing what you do best. So whether you're a restaurant, a food manufacturer, or an at-home cook, be sure to visit The Spice Guy at www.thespiceguyco.com.
All right, welcome back to the stream on this Friday. It is a Freaky Friday, August 14th, and
did you say Frizzi Friday?
Freaky Friday.
Frizzi Friday.
It's the Frizzi Friday.
Sorry.
It is, because a very special guest here with us, Chef Andrea Frizzi here. So before we get to our guests, I wanted to ask you, what's going on down in El Posto? You've done a lot of creative things. Are there anything like unique or that we need to know about? Are you doing any wine glass sales? Or
Well, we do every Wednesday.
Yeah.
We do 50% off all the wine list, every bottle.
How do you do that?
I just did it.
On Wednesdays?
Every Wednesday.
Just put it down, huh?
Wow. Now, is it
Any
only
bottle.
for drinking in or to go? Can I buy it to go?
No, only for drinking in.
Oh,
Only for
good
drinking
question.
in, okay.
Because Brian was about to go
Brian.
down.
I'm coming down, stocking up my cellar. I
Brian.
came there the last time. And
Brian, good question.
Yeah,
That was a
thank you.
Great question.
So every 5 questions you do, one is good.
One is good.
I know, I try.
That's right.
You know, I'm like
So-
20%.
All right, let's
Good
hit the
question.
mile.
So it's been doing. Last night we had a flight from this beautiful winery from Piemonte, and the representative was there. So we have a flight of Barbera and Grignolino and Riava, and we had 3 glasses was 30, 3 glasses was 25, and 4 glasses was $30, and almost everyone got the flights. And so we're doing a lot of cool things like that. And right now our to-go business is actually still going a little bit. I'm surprised about. Not bad. The dinner business is actually really well. I mean, we're doing quite well. We could do even more, but we want to just be safe.
Did you open indoors?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I saw you just clean that place up.
But we've been safe. Even even if we can do, I could do probably 30, 40 more cover a day, but you gotta be careful. So we just do it right and do it solid and be very safe. And it's been paying off very well. My staff is happy, and the food is great. As you know, we support a lot of farmers, and they support us. We have brunch Saturday and Sunday with a regular menu. Our menu is 11 to 10 p.m. every day, same menu. We don't close.
You don't have that closed?
No.
So that is good to know. If you're in the restaurant business, you know that between
all day
3 and 4, 3 and 5 is the hardest time to get some food.
You can get burrata at 2:45 p.m., at 3:13 p.m., at 4:40. You can get a pappardelle at 3:48.
That is awesome.
So we open all day, and Rhino is becoming. Rhino becoming like a small town. It's his own town. So the people that live there now, I just moved there. I ride my bike in the morning, and people is like, "Good morning, chef." And good morning, chef. I feel like I need a baguette on my basket or something like that. But it's really great because we are a neighbor and we support each other. Like what happened to me with the robbery, all the people around me posted, look for it, share the picture. We all look together to find this guy, and so we are together.
That's congratulations, what you built, man. Nobody deserves it more.
Well, everybody built it. I'm just, I just have the best corner.
Yeah,
That's all.
he wakes up in the morning with the keys. Goes in, puts good people around.
I like
it.
that. That's really good.
You too, man.
Really.
Before we go to our guests, let's watch this. This is a news piece right here from Channel 7.
To stop serving alcohol at 10 p.m. Businesses say they're noticing the cost that comes with last call happening so early. Sean Chitton is live tonight with more on just how much this is hurting some businesses and how they're trying to adjust. Sean.
Well, Karen, we know that the governor made this decision a couple weeks ago because he specifically wanted to focus on those who were in their 20s, worried that if they were out drinking too late, they wouldn't be as cautious about COVID-19 and stop the spread. But so far, we know tonight that this is affecting all types of restaurants and bars.
It was definitely an adjustment. People will show up at 9:45, 9:50 looking to grab a drink. And it's a common time for somebody to be doing that.
Mile High Spirits enjoyed welcoming people to their large space in downtown Denver to start each weekend before the pandemic. Usually hosting a DJ and dance floor, they have transformed into a sit-down restaurant.
As they've changed the hours that we're allowed to operate in, we've had to change our business a lot.
They've partnered with a food truck to offer food on site and rearranged their layout outside and inside to keep people a safe distance while dining or drinking.
We have really, as a business, taken a pretty big pivot into being a really fun place to just kick back and relax.
Usually on a Friday, they could welcome between 750 to 1,500 customers. Now they have to keep their capacity to 75 at any given time.
I can tell you this is hard. I mean, it's hard for us. It's hard for every bar and restaurant.
The Colorado Restaurant Association says its members are reporting a drop in business from 20 to 50% just from the change in last call to 10 p.m.
We had to change our model quite a bit.
Their tasting room business is down, but they're also selling drinks and bottles to go. They even make hand sanitizer.
We are more than a one-trick pony. We have a lot going on here. We're constantly developing, constantly evolving, constantly investing and changing our business to stay dynamic.
And the original order by the governor was set to last 30 days. That would mean it would end sometime this month, but we haven't heard either way if he wants to extend it. As for those businesses that tried to get a judge to reverse this decision, they could still continue to fight it by going through the process in court. Reporting live tonight in downtown Denver, Sean Chitness, covering Colorado First.
All right, that's CBS 4 piece. But I think the sentiment was there, and we're going to be joined by these guys. We'll just have a discussion about it. Let's introduce these guys first. Wyn Ferrell and Chase Campbell, Mile High Spirits. Thank you so much. You're going to jump in here.
Well, I got to debunk these things because a week ago I got invited for a birthday party. I thought it was 4 people. So I go in this house, and I open the door, and this one-bedroom apartment, 700 square feet, has 35 people drinking. So I turned around and left. This is stupid. It's all stupid because people's going to go out and hanging together and drink more and be together. Restaurant and bar, we know how to take care of distances.
That's true.
We know how to provide security and safety because that's what we do. We know we lose our licensing. This decision was stupid. It is stupid. And it stays stupid.
Yes, it does. All right, that's a good entrance here, isn't it, guys? How are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Oh, for sure. Lot to take in here. So this just in, I got the email from late at night, like Sonia Riggs always does, from the Colorado Restaurant Association, that something comes in. But apparently the workarounds that even the governor has acknowledged with tokens and tickets and people just trying to, well, how do we do it? How do we keep incremental business past this 10 p.m.? That's been snuffed out, identified, and eradicated. Well, so they say. 10 p.m. What's this 10 p.m. doing to you guys over there at Mile High Spirits?
I mean, it's definitely taken a big hit to our sales. We were doing about 50% of our sales, possibly more, almost 60, in that kind of 10 to midnight period. Our business, is known for a place to grab more of a late night drink. So it's definitely been a big change for us. And as I said in that package earlier, we've had to really retool our business, which is difficult. It's expensive. And really the hardest part about it is educating the public that you are something new and that there is something different to do. So a lot of these businesses that have expanded their patios into the street and opened up some really cool concepts with significant investment, they're still running into the same problems that we are, that you still have to spend more money to then get that word out to people and then market that you have this new space. So it really can just be a compounding problem of how much do I have to invest in to not only make the changes necessary to fall into the guidelines, but also what is it going to cost for me to get the word out?
So a quick reset here. The 10 p.m. cutoff was mandated, I think, 2 weeks
I think it's
ago.
3. I think we're at 3.
No, I think we're
is
2.
it Billy?
2. Sadly, I think it's only 2.
No, it's 3.
Is it 3?
I think
Wait, let's get a confirmation on that. A week left would be great, and then we'll see what happens.
Sure feels like 3.
Does it? Yeah.
It does.
Let's get Brian's going to look to see when the governor put that down the line there.
Well, I bet you these dudes know.
Yeah, the consensus, I don't know. Do you know how many weeks ago it was?
I can't confirm for sure. I'm leaning toward 3.
All right, never mind.
I mean, and I say it feels like 3. It feels like it's been an eternity. But
I think this will be our third weekend. I'm pretty sure this will be our third weekend of
It is.
having to close at 10.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
they're saying it was the Tuesday before July 21st. So that was the 18th is what it looks like. Or wait, is that? No, yep. Yeah, I think it's
Well, you confirm
it is.
that.
It's right here.
Okay,
It's
so how many weeks?
So we are going on.
You confirm that.
Okay.
So let me just do the reset. The governor says, okay, that's it. And on the backs or the prefaces of here it is, people from 20 to 29, well, 21 because they're not going out, 21 to 29 are basically going to get drunk past 10 p.m., just like your grandma said, nothing good happens past 10 p.m. or past when it's dark. You're going to go out, you're going to drink. And a lot of people say, well, hey, Governor, this is just forcing people into the alleys, into the shadows, into the apartment. And like you said, you invite 2 people, and those 2 people invite 2 people, and all of a sudden you have a house party. But wouldn't you rather have them in a controlled environment like Mile High Spirits, where sober people will be serving the customers, will be controlling social distancing, will make sure that these protocols are in place in order to have some kind of semblance during a time to where that's very important, to not gather together in close quarters like that. That's an interesting thing, you guys, because here you are working towards the 4th week.
3 weeks and
Is it
3 days.
It
Maybe.
is?
Yeah,
It
so
can't
I
be.
mean, the crazy thing is this is almost over.
No, it's 3. It's got to be 3 weeks this weekend.
Yeah.
No, that was the 21st.
Really?
21st, and not so then the 28th
The
is
point
the next
is,
week, the 4th,
I will
the 11th.
promise you they won't extend it because the matter of fact is we are the best trained group of people that can do this. I go the place around me. I was last Sunday, Finn's Manor, and they got an inspector come in, and it was very happy about everything. When you go in, you go there with your mask. I saw a guy with a mask below his nose, and they said, get out. He got kicked out. So we are on it.
Yeah.
And 10 o'clock, I see party. I see party everywhere. I drive around, and I hear people screaming and yelling all together. When I went to this party, I opened the door. I had my mask on it. No one has a mask. I actually turned around and left. And I said to my friend, are you freaking mind? You invite me here? I have restaurants. You crazy? And so I was like crazy.
I doubt you said frickin', knowing you.
I'm forcing myself.
I know. Well,
Guys,
you've already said it today.
Win and
3
Chase.
times.
He's
Guys,
counting.
where
I'm
do we
sure.
go from here? Where do you guys go from here? You're just going to wait it out, but as far as business goes,
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely hoping that they don't extend it. I do agree with what's being said that, we are going to hold people to a higher standard and do more to fall within compliance than any house party or anything. But I do think that possibly one thing that is motivating the decision is how many bars were blatantly violating all of the rules and staying openly, allowing people to not have masks if they don't want. So while Mile High Spirits is a phenomenal example of social distancing and taking it seriously, there were quite a few establishments breaking the rules intentionally and knowingly that I think may have led to such a drastic decision. So hopefully people can grow up, pull it together, and really respect what's going on and understand that, like, if we all work together and we're all smart about this, we can all make it through.
I agree with him.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, and maybe the regulation right now and people that are actually out there monitoring, maybe that part will continue. And so these restaurants will get fined that aren't doing it. Like you, because I agree with what you said, Andrea. I think you guys, Mile High Spirits, you guys are the people that we should be looking at as the leaders in this problem. And you are, so many of you.
Well, and
but
not punishing them, letting them operate.
Yeah, we have a huge space. It's great for distancing.
Yeah.
But, inspectors are out. So if you're not doing right, shut them down. And I agree with that. Do it right, it'll be okay. Because profit, we got to be careful either way. But we also have the right to make a revenue, to have a living.
Yeah.
So give us the right to do so. And if we're not doing it right, punish us. But the point is, I saw the inspector, and by the way, they were very nice people, understanding. The way they talk to people, they were very nice. They only get to you if you are an asshole. And if you blindly don't do it right. If you do things like, a friend of mine was using those shield. They don't like the shield. They just told him, get a mask, no fine.
Oh, really?
They don't like the shield. But there was a misunderstanding. It's fine. But for the most part, they got no fine. They operate properly because they were doing it right. If you do it right, they're not going to screw with you.
Yeah.
So just do it right.
Mile High Spirits. So the folks that don't know, where are you guys located?
We're about 3 blocks from Coors Field, downtown Denver at 22nd and Lawrence. We have curbside bottle pickups and to-go cocktails and everything if people are looking for a quick grab and go. But if not, it's a great place to sit back, relax, and grab a drink.
Our neighbors, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. What do you guys? What are your distillates?
We actually do vodka, whiskey, gin, rum, and tequila. And our flagships are like Fireside Bourbon and Elevate Vodka. You'll find those in most every liquor store. And a lot of amazing Colorado restaurant partners have been supporting our products, some from day one. So one thing that we really love about Colorado is how passionate everybody is about local products. So you can find our bourbon, tequila, whiskey, gin, rum, everything all over the state at various retail outlets.
You're bringing your tequila in, right?
We are, yeah. As much as we'd love to start hacking down some huge agave plants, we do bring in our tequila distillate from an awesome family distillery in Jalisco, Mexico, that we've really come to grow a tight bond with over about 8 years now.
Awesome.
Guys, do you have a fireside that's infused?
In our tasting room, we have quite a few, ranging from some standard options like honey, cinnamon, and getting creative with things like chocolate donuts, and all kinds of like funky different wintertime varieties. So come fall, we'll have a whole bunch of new bourbon infusions. But right now, I would say our best seller is our tequila strawberry lemonade. It's just unbelievable drink for these hot days.
Nice. Go see him on the stream. Cassidy Davis says, "Hey, Chase."
Hi, Cassidy. That's my cousin. Tell her hello.
Well, you just did. Guys, what else do you got for us?
Man, I think that's it. I think it's really important that everybody in Colorado right now supports local, buys local brands, helping local restaurants, farm to table restaurants. I mean, that's not only helping farmers and cattle ranchers, it's helping your neighbor. It's helping people that work there. It's like right now more than ever, it's time to support local, and you can save people's businesses just by doing that. And I think everybody really needs to buck up and support their local restaurants and products.
Our very own Brian Freeman says, don't you get caught doing that money squandering.
Yeah, money wandering.
Oh, wandering. I like that.
Don't you let your money wander outside of Colorado, man.
Do it as much as you can.
I like that. Yeah.
That's good.
I like it.
Put
too.
it in our community and watch what happens. It will be beautiful.
That's right, man. You guys love it so much. Support the best of the best. These are guys that are doing it right, and right now there is, in a time of where the only thing that's certain is uncertainty, every day is a new challenge, right? And just getting up and facing them, that's the good stuff. Yeah. Thanks for being on the show. Appreciate it, fellas.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, guys.
That's Wyn Ferrell and Chase Campbell.
From Texas.
We will not. We promise you that much. Mile High Spirits, and thank you
guys.
for being on the show. Those dudes are cool right there. We wanted to cover this topic right here. I think it's a good one. And more, what you're seeing here is information flows, and it flows whether it's positive or negative. It's hard to tell what is positive or what is negative, but when you see news sources that are just reporting information, but information that could be very detrimental to businesses. And when you can access COVID breakouts in restaurants or any businesses, for a matter of fact, I want to just do a round robin. And Fritzi, we'll start out with you because we already know your answer. Is this a nail in the coffin for some businesses being identified?
I think people adjust to this. They know that. You can get COVID really quickly for other people, and they know that for the most part you're not gonna get really sick. We know that, even if they make it sound like it, but it's not. They know also that it's gonna happen because the population is out. It's gonna happen. For us, we follow. The CDC is very clear. Clean up. The next day you can be in business again, and it's okay, as long. But people.
With that being said, let me ask you a question. Why is there a need to publish this information?
Well, I think that the freedom of press. First of all,
just to have a database for the public of information of saying here's where.
Listen,
COVID's
I always
been
believe
identified.
that media needs to justify that paycheck, and so they do a lot of things they shouldn't just because they have to justify. And I think media, since they just put out a lot of stuff so they can justify their job. That's my point of view. But also, information need to be out because it's freedom of speech and it's Freedom of Information Act. And so people like to know when they go out. And people like to talk about stuff. And media, I promise you, if these things was during the 90s without social media, we will never had a shutdown. We probably had some situation, but we'll never had a shutdown because the media push for a lot of things, and I believe in that very strongly. But also, I believe that this virus is extraordinarily weird and hacked so many different ways with so many different people. So we don't know what's going to do next. So to be safe is important, and I agree with that. And I agree with the fact that we need to be safe and need to be guarded. Right now, we're doing a good job. And so, I'm telling you, I'm a very upfront guy. When I went to that party and opened the door and I see everybody without a mask, I turn around.
What if there would have been topless women?
I'll turn around. I'm out.
Okay.
Because I have restaurants and employees.
Yeah,
I turn around.
So see, that's responsible, though.
And so on the stream, you guys, chime in if you'd like. Do you think that this information should be public information for consumption of showing where there have been reported? Because, and here I'll take it a step further, and we'll get you guys' opinion as well. When you start to see lists compiled like this, what would make a business be straightforward and honest about what's happening inside of that business? Would you rush to report yourself as a restaurant?
Yeah, well, no. If something happened, we close down right away. So I got in touch with someone that got COVID a few weeks ago, and I put myself in quarantine right away. And then right away. And then we test everybody at the restaurant. Everybody got tested, and we got everybody negative, all of us.
You're superior, man.
But it's not that. It's because I have few people that work for me. They have some immune system issue, and so we want to make sure they feel safe and sound. They work for us. And so I want to make sure that my leadership skill and our leadership skill create that safe environment. Whatever you think is very dangerous or not, that's not even the point. This is not the point whatsoever. It's about what's going on, how people feel, and what's going on with this virus. That clearly is a complicated issue.
Can you grab Jay's take here on the stream? It's funny. My mom chimed in. She said the Denver cut is the boom. And then Rebecca Berry says, you mean bomb. She goes, oh, thanks, Rebecca. Yeah. So, yes, the Denver cut is the bomb, Mom.
I can't wait.
I know. Tonight. It's going to be perfect when you get home. It'll be nice as
It's going to be great.
Jay Parker, what do you think? Do you think this type of information should be for public consumption that basically report on where any coronavirus outbreaks have been?
That's a tough one for me, and I could explain it for an hour, which you'd love. But, yes, I do. And the majority, see if this makes sense, the majority of me wants to say no, right? As a restaurant person for 30 years, wants to say no. But the Frizzi side of me, that it's more than yourself, it's about the other people and stuff, then that wants me to say yes. Because if my mother wants to go to a restaurant, yes, I want to know if they had an outbreak.
Interesting. Okay, see, keep that one because my follow-up question is going to blow your mind. Brian Freeman.
I absolutely think so. And if it's the nail for a restaurant, they should have been closed.
Okay.
Listen, because if you're a good restaurant and you came down with it and I love your food, I'm going to call you and I'm going to talk to you and I'm going to say, hey, is everything okay? I love you guys. I miss the food that I come there for. I miss your parata. That is okay. I think that's good.
But this is not like you have half from the health department. Doesn't mean they fire rats in your restaurant. This is a virus that you have no choosing. It might show up to you because someone, for some reason, walked by somebody. So what I'm saying is, so people understand that very well. It's no shaming like, okay, that restaurant was really dirty. I'm not going back. This is not that. And so people is getting this. You say, we're going to close one day. We're going to clean it up. We're going to make it safe. Listen, it happened. That day that I find out, we closed that day. We clean up. And everybody was negative. But we did. And we did that for the staff, for us. And we, by the way, we cannot afford it, but we afford it. We did it. And so it's for everybody.
Yeah. Last one for you. So here it is. Westward reports COVID-19, 8 new outbreak cases at restaurants and more. Just scroll down the list here, and here's the follow-up question I want to ask all of you guys, because really this is real life. So you look at, here's range from Carl's Jr. in Adams County and 2 Taco Bells in Pueblo, Denver's Mezcal, Las Margs in Adams County. You read this, Yellow Belly Chicken and Hacienda in Jalisco. You read something like this, are you going to go there?
Yeah, after the cleanup. But also I noticed nothing is in Denver.
Isn't that interesting?
So I when I go outside Denver, I see less strict following of mask situation.
Yep.
Denver people are very educated people. They're self-educated. They protect themselves. People that come from out of town, even from LA, to dinner, and they said, we're so impressed about Denver. Everybody wear a mask, even when they walk. We don't do that in LA.
Yeah. It's interesting because, and here's just my thought process, you guys. I think you should treat COVID as that everywhere has it.
Yep.
And
everywhere.
Singling out something like this, and I look at it and I ask myself, what's the truth? And I say to myself, if I'm in the market for a Mercedes-Benz, and I see on this list Mercedes-Benz of Littleton, will that be the place that I would want to go? And probably the answer would be no. And that's a shame when it's just another mental thought process that's being thrown into your mind that's a potential unsafe place to be. And I think that potentially every place is unsafe to be, and it has how you conduct yourself. And your feel, just like when you walked up to that party, you had a feeling that said, get the 5 times out of here.
Yeah.
Turn around, get the 5
feeling.
times. So if you go into a business and you get that feeling that this might be safe to me, again, this is a very sticky subject because I think the list will get longer and longer. But at the end of the day, human nature, when you read a hit list like this, it's just like when Fox 31 does those kitchens of the health
department. Yep. But people still go there, Greg, and I'll tell you, here's your curveball for you.
Listen, health department is different. Yeah. You have a choice to clean it.
You don't have a choice with COVID.
You have no choice with this bullshit.
Yeah.
Now, the matter of fact is this. I see mask usage way higher right now than ever been. And I don't use the mask only when I drive and I want by myself. But when I walk around Rhino, even if it's 97 degrees, I put it on it because I represent a restaurant company and I represent a safety issue, and I do that.
Have you been traveling much at all, state or anything? You
haven't? First of all, I work for a living, buddy.
Man, if you saw some of the stuff we've seen in our travels.
Yeah. That's what scare you because go around the state. But I'm going to throw Greg a curveball real quick because I think, Greg, one of the differences with you is you read labels. Most people don't read labels, man.
I don't know what you mean by that.
You read labels. You care about what goes into your food, so you want to be educated. I look at the first couple
ingredients.
Well, but listen, I'll tell you, Chick-fil-A, most reported cases of any fast food place. There's still a line at every Chick-fil-A you drive down the street
Well,
at.
and I think that's just lack of
So people don't care. That's that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying you read labels. Most people, you're probably less than 15%.
So I drove by a place this morning in Colfax. I'm not gonna say, but outside they had like those sitting on the bar where you sit outside and inside, and everybody was sitting next to each other, and they were in one party with different people. Now those people are dumbasses.
Yeah.
Because we know exactly what you need to do and not to do. It's not very complicated.
Yeah.
But then you create a domino effect for people like us. Now, I was compelled to stop my car. I know that person. Go there and said, "You dumbass, what are you doing? You're creating a situation that is going to affect everybody else." Now, if the inspector go around and see a comprehensive solidity of what we do all together, they're going to be fine. But when I see people like that, that's the problem. The problem is we have people, they don't get it. They affect everybody else because sooner or later it's going to be okay. But for now, it's not. It is okay, but it's not.
The internet's indelible, guys. You get that scarlet letter on you. And so here's all that I would ask is for every report that shows an outbreak, another report that shows a business that's doing a great job. And you're doing a great job. I mean, your ethic. Every time I talk to you, you are, and not that I was, surprised or shocked or anything else, but you seem to be one of those people that really do care about the culture, the people around you, taking care. You're a steward.
It's my village.
Yeah.
It's my life. I
true.
moved from Italy, and this is my life. I live here, and I live in Rhino, and I live around this environment. This is my home, and I want to contribute to a very good lifestyle. I don't want to be a bystander.
First time I've ever seen you without a Vero shirt on.
Yeah, you know what? Because I took a day fucking off, and and then I'm here for 4 hours because you ambushed me.
You got a steak out of it.
I got a steak on it, but I got a Levi's.
You got a steak.
This morning I was like, I'm not gonna put a Vero on it. I'm gonna put something else. And I put a Levi's, and for the love of God, I'm talking about restaurant again.
Does Levi's signify American?
I like it.
Do you?
I just like it.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that. I got Captain American. I got all kinds of stuff. I'm a dork, so.
Man, you're a lovely.
No,
guy.
I don't think you're a dork.
What a show. It's 4:01 in the Mile High City. We had a great show. Frizzi's going to go enjoy his Friday night.
I am.
It is Friday, isn't it?
Friday night,
Friday
man.
night. I'll tell you what. You want an experience? You want to know what an experience is and how to do it right and feel safe?
Summer dinner series.
No,
that.
Go to
listen,
tonight,
I have
Friday
one
night.
piece of information I want to give.
Yep.
If you go to a place and did you see something is not right, before you call anybody else, call the owner of the restaurant. Sometimes it's not there.
Great.
And remind the owner what you see, because sometimes you have multiple restaurants, he can't be there. Remind him before you call anybody else. You Yelp it, you go, because sometimes it's difficult. So before you do so, you go to the last resort to mess his life up. Just call the owner.
You know what? I love that last word. I really do, and that's the phone.
Keep it classy.
Yeah.
Keep it classy.
Stay classy, Denver.
Yep,
Yeah.
no doubt. Summer Dinner Series, summerdinnerseries.com. Monday night, you will be on Chow's live stream.
Yeah.
Go check that out. Their Facebook group is great. It's
We're talking
Chow.
about mental health.
Yep.
We talk about what's going on with us and what can we do to stay together.
All right. We love you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Alongside of
Well,
Jay
we'll
Parker.
talk afterwards. Maybe there'll be some after footage. Do you know Mr. Fritz's favorite thing?
Oh, shit.
Favorite. He's got one thing. It's like close to his heart. If you're his good friend, you know it.
Hold on a second. He says your name like that, and you don't say peep to him. And
Yeah, but I want to wait for what he said in my favorite things. Since he's
Well,
right.
what is it? Is it key lime pie?
No.
No, it's not key lime pie. You act like you know some.
Oh, I got
so
a secret
great,
on
man.
this guy. He knows it. He knows.
I don't know. It depends.
It comes in something that
Is it something
it's
you
a
can
box
say on the air?
that is hidden. I know.
Is it something that you can say on the stream, Brian?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you can.
Then do it.
No, I'll let Andrea say it. What is it? What's your favorite
No,
thing?
you say it.
Cigar.
Well, there's a cigar,
Okay.
but it's also a little bit of peanut butter.
Oh,
look at the smile.
You did that whole setup.
He's like a little kid again. You don't know if you knew.
You know.
Yeah.
Is this time for inside
No,
stuff?
no.
This
He's
is
not.
not.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, this is the end. I was actually setting up after show.
We're gonna get steak. We're gonna get dragon beans. Dragon.
Yes, dragon beans from Petrocco
And
Farms.
I love Nutella, by the way.
See you guys on Monday. Chef
Ciao.
Caroline Glover is going to be on with us. Thank you, Jay Parker. Great job.
Thank you, Jay.
Thanks, you guys.
Brian Freeman, you're an interesting cat, man. You're an interesting
I know,
cat.
Brian. I went to one time to a lobster boil in his house. That was pretty funny with my ex-wife. That I don't even know if she's still alive.
Brian's had a house?
Yeah, he did, with a wife, too. Like me. Like
This is a very special club.
Everybody clap your hands.
We have a wife. We have houses. No more.
See you Monday, you guys.
Ciao.
All right.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.